All right, welcome back to the End of the Road podcast. It is June 6, 2022. We're sorry for the delay, guys, in the YouTube video. We did just post a
audio podcast.
Yeah, the previous episode, we had a file corruption destroy all our videos. So the audio podcast is still up in its full form on Spotify. You can go check that out. We'll have the link down in the description. But yeah, we just want to basically just say sorry for the wait, summertime.
They cannot stop us, they cannot rock us, they cannot get in our way. They wanna block us, they wanna mark us, they gon' regret it all day. Hey, when we call the army, you know they pulling up right away.
In the world. And as you can see, you can take a look at this ugly mug of Kale's. Now, we got a second camera. You would have found that out last episode, but yeah, like we said, the video corruption file and just all that new stuff going on proved more than difficult enough to put us back an episode, but now we're back on track.
Well,
Yeah, so...
Bought a what? How much was the camera you bought for my ugly mug?
1,000.
Not that ugly then, is it?
There's other candidates.
So let's get right into it. I guess we should just start with the playoffs.
Yeah, we had a bunch on it on the last podcast. I ended up cutting it off the audio just because it was outdated at the point we got the episode out. But yeah, it's been a hell of a ride thus far. The Battle of Alberta shaped up to be everything that basically everyone wanted. I'm pretty sure everyone wanted a couple more games out of it. But
Yeah, it was close. And then now Colorado.
yeah, Colorado is...
They're a wagon.
They're a wagon. And they're looking like they're just clicking.
So you know what's funny though? There's actually a lot of Grand Prairie kids, like even just growing up, that were Colorado fans though.
Yeah, Kieran Hodges just
Kieran
went to the
Hodges,
game.
my older brother, he's always been a Colorado fan.
I'm pretty sure Nolan Trudeau is one.
Nolan's like
I'm not sure if Ryan is or not. But.
yeah, and then Logan from my work. He was like my manager. Have you ever met Logan?
I probably know him if I see him.
No, I love Logan's Facebook because he
Logan's
just goes to
Facebook
war
is
against
the funniest
like
thing.
so many Oilers fans, and then every last two games, I'll give him props. It was kind of funny. Like
just playing crickets.
Yeah, video of crickets. So.
But he's a savage coming. He's always just.
Hey, can I say something about Jarvie though? To be fair,
He always
2
was
weeks
Colorado
ago he went to a Calgary game, bought a Calgary jersey. And it's like Snapchat and loving the life in the Calgary when they win the game, right? Like
Yeah.
he got a jersey.
He was there for a dope Game 7, though.
Yeah.
Oh, he was, but he bought the jersey.
But he's cheering for Calgary. He's Albertan still, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not like, and they weren't playing.
And he's in Calgary all the time. He's pretty much got a place there.
I do. You
gotta have
what
a-
you're saying though, Kale. He is,
You're going to a hockey game, an NHL game. You got to choose one team.
he's got
for
two
fuck's
hot
sakes.
girls. He's got each of their sweaters at his place.
You're going over to one of the girls' place. Which sweater are you wearing,
Yeah,
dude?
that's
One's a diehard Avs fan, one's a diehard Calgary fan.
If they were playing Colorado and he was wearing a Calgary jersey at Calgary or something because they were winning the series or something, that would be more sellout-ish, but that wasn't the case.
I give the props to guys who go into like. I feel like the Oilers is an especially bad arena to go in as another fan. Like, because to give the props to the guys we know that went in Colorado jerseys. I don't think Colorado's is bad. Calgary's probably worse. But, like, when I went to a game 4, Calgary against Oilers, there's this Calgary fan, and he kind of just, he wasn't even being that rude or mean or anything, but he kind of joked around with this guy from Oilers, like an Oilers fan.
Guy just got so serious
No,
after
the
a
Oilers
bit, eh?
fan was like 6'6". Just swings at him. It was
No
just out
way.
of nowhere. This was after the game. We
Swings
just
at
won.
him.
Just huge swing. Like, and then people kind of like he
Got
was
in
ready
between
to
them.
beat the fuck out of this guy, and I just like, Jesus Christ, man, like calm down. Our team won. Yeah, the Calgary fan did something weird. He kind of like it was like he kind of like played with the guy's pocket or something. It's kind of odd, to be
Yeah,
honest.
that
I
is
won't.
weird.
I won't.
You're saying that this guy defended himself against sexual assault, Kale?
Is that supposed to be weird?
Yeah. Well, no, that's not weird, I guess.
Well, I
not.
mean, what would you do? If
Not
someone came
anymore.
up- if I came and played with your pocket, you didn't know me?
I guess.
Sometimes my pocket is close to my dick.
You know, it's strange. I don't know what that impulse is, but there is people out there, and this is the weirdest thing, that'll, like, randomly, like, in the spur of the moment, do something to, like, a person they don't know nothing. Like, I'm walking down the street of Vancouver once, and there's this guy. It wasn't like a bum or anything, but he did this like crazy like dance or like weird thing in front of me, like kind of like surprised the shit out of me.
Just did a little.
Yeah, I don't even know what it was. Yeah, it was like really fucking out of the blue, and I was like, okay, like, but I mean, like, if it was something weird or it was like if I felt threatened there, like he doesn't know what I'm gonna do, right? Like, because it easily could have. It started out looking like he was gonna like maybe hit me, so I was like ready. I was in fight stance. Like my hand comes back and I'm cocked and I'm like ready to fucking blast this kid. Yeah, it's like those clown people, like people who like dress up like a clown and try to like scare. I don't know how people have the balls to pull pranks like that. Because like, I think like you did that. That's probably why it doesn't happen in Grand Prairie, or it has, and just people have died. Because like here, I don't think people are like you cannot scare people here. It'd go the wrong way. I think for the most part.
I would say that guy probably loves drugs.
That's possible too. No, but it wasn't like that even. It was like a 2 o'clock on a fucking Wednesday, dude. Like, no. Just walking down the
that's
street.
drugs. You can do drug at any time, dude.
Yeah, you can do drugs anytime.
Yeah,
Although,
but it didn't
I don't
look
wanna
like
move
that's
off
the
from
case.
Colorado too much because I want to talk about Kale fucking McCarr. That kid is a fucking stud. Holy shit.
What's his name?
Comes from the AJHL. Kale McCarr, defenseman.
Oh,
for
did he come from AJHL? Kale
Colorado?
McCarr. He won the Hobie Baker Award. He
Yeah,
played in NCAA.
Yeah, but he played in the AJHL before that.
What team did he play for?
I couldn't tell you, but that's
Let me
why
search it up.
you're on the
Actually,
keyboard.
yeah. Holy crap, dude.
Holy crap!
But
dude.
I can tell you he did play in the AJHL, and he was like he was a small kid. Like he didn't have the size, but easily could argue he's definitely top 2 defenseman in the league right now. I think
He's number 1. And you know what?
He
If
would
they
be
win right
number
now,
one.
he's the Conn Smythe right now. If I'd give him the Conn Smythe right now.
100%.
Okay, what team is he on?
Colorado.
Oh, Colorado. Okay.
He's a young, fast defenseman.
His name's Kale. What a stud.
With a C though, difference. There's a difference. K's make it dirtier.
You're a fucking C.
See you next Tuesday, bud. But yeah, no. So not the biggest defenseman, but he's tough. He gets through hits. He's great offensively, defensively. He's shut down McDavid. Like McDavid comes in 1-on-1. He's just his timing's like he's poke check the puck away, like poke check the
Just fast
puck.
enough to keep up with them too.
Yeah, and like just has perfect sticks, like perfect timing, incredible speed.
Well, they just haven't been able to put like I mean, beside the first game they played against them, it doesn't seem like they can get the puck to the net like ever. No. Even in the first game, they didn't get that many shots. It was like, just good defense, I guess.
That kid's a fucking stud.
Yeah, he's from Calgary. He's born in '98, dude. That's kind of fucked, isn't it?
He's what?
He's born in '98. Like those.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of people born
I know.
in '98.
I guess
24. That's
McDavid's '97, but he played for Brooks Bandits a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is by Calgary. He's
which
from
is
Calgary.
an AJHL team, right,
yeah.
Kale?
That's what I'm.
They would have played against the Grand Prairie Storm and our fucking racist coach.
He actually didn't play very much there though. He only played like 5 games.
What's the consensus on that guy? Did he actually get what was his name, Kale?
That was Bill Peters. I don't know if he has the job yet, but he'll be.
How long does it take to deliberate? Jeez Louise.
No idea, man. I'm not really in the.
You're not
process.
a part of the council there?
No.
Okay.
I'm not the Council of Storm.
I feel like this could be
Storm
hashed out
Council.
at the Crown in a couple of hours.
Yeah. You really could figure it out pretty quick, eh? Just a 1v1 conversation.
Are you still kicking black people? Tell me yes or no.
Jesus
No?
Christ.
No.
All right. We'll trust you for now.
For now, yeah.
Too much, Kale?
Kale, jeez Louise.
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say?
Well, frick, just tell me what the
energy,
process
don't-
is. You could have went on into what's the process with that?
I don't know what's going on with him.
I thought you had the insider
Kale-
track
Kale,
on this
let's-
because you're the one who brought it
let's
up
do it,
originally.
let's
A buddy
do
of mine who told me about it. I haven't talked to him about it in a while. It's not a big topic of conversation. So.
Kale,
Oh.
here's a good segment, okay? I'm Bill Peters, right? Interview me right now as you would if you were like to pick me on the Storm.
I'm not gonna make this about race, man. You're gonna just try to bait me.
You're the
You didn't even
interviewer.
give him a chance.
I'm
You're
not
the
doing
interviewer.
this. No.
This is a completely hypothetical, comedical
Well,
thing.
no, but you don't interview someone like that. You're like, hey,
You don't
you
even
were
give
an
him a
NHL
shot.
coach.
You're gi-
No, listen to me. No,
you're
no, listen.
Oh,
You
okay,
don't
we'll
even
listen.
interview. You don't even interview them. You're like, hey, you go get that guy. He's an NHL caliber coach. Hey, do you want to coach these 16-year-olds to 18-year-olds?
Yeah, at a very
so.
influential time in their
now,
careers. You don't want some racist
Now,
coach.
He's interviewing you guys.
Kale doesn't give a shit. He's like, I don't care if he's racist.
Kale,
We need to win. We need to
I'm
get
not-
out of last place.
I'm trying to do. I don't know, Kale. I don't know if you realize. I'm trying to do a fucking bit here. So you're interviewing me, all right? I'm Bill Peters.
Okay.
So ask me a question. Like,
What's your first question?
What would be your first question?
So, Bill, we think you're great for the team, but we got to ask you, with the controversy of the past, what have you done to make it right for the people of color?
That's a good question.
Now, Kale, I love.
He doesn't have that. He doesn't have that kind of accent.
I love the people of color.
Nobody
people-
loves people of color more than
Yeah,
that.
no,
The people
the
of
Mexicans, they love me.
color. The people of color.
Nope.
I've never polled so well with people of color as of today. And I will get the Grand Prairie Storm back to the glory days. We will fill that fucking arena.
Define glory days, Bill.
World Bank Cup. I'm bringing it home.
Okay.
We will get a nomination. Now, the team. I have a couple questions about the team, if you don't mind answering.
Hold on. I'm going to interject something.
Dan,
I'm going to interject something really quick before you ask something about the team. I'm going to interject. Bill Peters is not Southern. He's from Calgary.
Now, I'm going to ask you.
That's
about
enough sound.
the
That's enough
team.
out of you, color boy.
I'm tired of you being all funny with me.
Oh God.
You're going to get a kick here pretty soon. Now,
Suck it.
now,
Zach.
now the team.
Okay,
What type of what are they?
Oh, God.
Basketball's a shit sport.
No, basketball's a good sport. What? I disagree.
No, it's not. The sport itself is great, and the athletes are unbelievable, but the fucking game that is like the NBA is not. I don't like the NBA.
I'm not a huge fan of the NBA either,
No.
but I'm also not a huge fan of like.
Just the way how teams are made and how they just make super teams and buy all that stuff. I don't care for it.
Is there not like a salary cap in NBA or something? There's got to be.
I think the way it works is there is a salary cap, but then you can just pay a tax if you go over it.
Oh, and I think you can get players stuff with through other means, providing a better team environment and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That doesn't count towards a player, right? So you could be oh, these are your better
Amenities,
hotels,
yeah.
better
Well, I don't know.
fancier
But you also gotta
flights,
think
taking care of your players better kind of thing. And if a team has way more money in that regard, or a city,
the NBA makes a lot more money than the NHL. And the NHL have rosters of about 20 people, probably 25 for an NHL team, right?
how much is on an NBA team? It's gonna be
They only
less
just
than
10
that, right?
players, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be less than that. Yeah.
So one guy can have the line. That's the thing about if Connor McDavid was a basketball player, he'd already won 3 times. He'd be like the Curry, right? He'd already won because
That guy is so good, man.
one
Holy
guy
shit.
can make a difference in basketball way more than in hockey.
I don't know.
100%.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
You're one of
yeah,
5, and
dude.
you're on. You can play the whole. You can literally play the whole game.
It was the same way in grade 9, dude. It was grade 9 basketball playing with Randy or something like that. You could have one player on your team, and whoever the best player was in high school, you're gonna win, and that's why we won all the fucking time.
Well, that's just because there's no contact and you can just ISO.
Yeah, exactly. You just go isolate, and just keep doing your thing, and if you got good cardio, you can play the whole game out in basketball. Whereas you could never do that in hockey.
But that's the beauty of hockey too. It's a big team sport. You can't win on your own.
No, 100%.
So tell us this news topic, Kale, and tell us where it's from.
We just have Google News up, and I guess it's CBC News. Dusty doesn't like CBC, but that's okay. We'll still say it.
Oh my god.
Almost
I
a
don't
quarter
see.
of Canadians report eating less than they should due to rising prices.
Well, they got that right,
Yep.
probably.
I've been
This is-
stuffing my face,
what we-
boys. What are they talking about?
Yeah,
I mean, right
You're
now.
not a proper liberal there, bud. You got to be fucking. You want to be a liberal? You got to starve. Quarter of us. We got to starve.
For the
do you-
greater good.
After this,
For
guys,
the greater
do you
good.
guys want to go
planet.
buy some roses and lay them on the steaks in the supermarket?
What?
Have you ever seen that? Some vegans taking a rose and putting it on a cut of steak in the deli aisle.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
They're like,
but
rest in
It's
peace.
a little bit of waste of money.
They're like, rest in peace. Here's a rose.
That's
yeah, but it's doing it for
I-
that's one piece of the cow.
But like also like that's such a vegan thing to do because like a normal person, like say if I'm walking by and I seen a rose that was on a piece of steak, I'd be like, "What the fuck?" Grab my steak.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like the rose would have no thing. I'd be like, "Look at this rose here."
No doubt, though. You
Here's
should switch it to rosemary. That way nobody gets upset.
Kale, are you aware of the Cain Velasquez story?
He's not gonna.
Are you talking about? Do you guys remember Kane in WWE?
No. Okay. So hear me out here. Hear me out here. So Cain Velasquez, he was
Oh no! I did hear this. He killed somebody who
He didn't
like
kill
touched
him.
a kid, right?
touched his daughter.
Some guy touched his daughter. He chased him down in his truck, and then when he went to shoot on him, he actually shot his father-in-law, who's like driving, like trying to get away from this dude. And so he shoots, and he gets his father-in-law in like the stomach, but didn't actually kill him or anything. So, but he did go in like intensive care for a bit. So dad survived. So he's right now he's on trial for attempted murder, but he didn't get bail, so he's just stuck.
In prison.
Yeah, in prison
Or
right now.
jail, I guess, yeah. They did have like a development where they're thinking like because of the nature of the charges that they might go lenient on it, but they want
He's a UFC champion after all.
Yeah, he's a heavyweight champ.
Well, that's the thing. Do people in sports get away with more?
Well, here's the thing. It's a good thing you bring that up. So because he was such a big figure in sports and his cause was just in a way. We wish he would have just used his hands instead of used a gun because he would have murdered that poor cunt anyway. But we're going to need you to serve the rest of his sentence while he gets out.
What? No,
Yeah, you just got to serve a couple years.
I didn't
Kale.
shoot anyone.
Yeah, but think about Cain. He's got a lot of life left to live. He was a former champion. You'll be gone for a little bit. He'll get to be back with his daughter.
No, I'm good.
You got a lot less responsibilities, Kale. Think about it. You could get jacked.
You're jacked in jail?
Get jacked in jail.
Yeah, no, not really. Well, why don't you do it, Pete? You're actually his fan.
No, I'm not his fan.
Well, neither am I.
I know, but they picked you.
Yeah, they picked you specifically.
Well, but they picked me to volunteer. That's not really how volunteering works.
Yeah, that's a
they
good call.
you were a successful candidate to volunteer.
And you weren't.
No, I wasn't.
I don't understand why, but
Because I made this joke up.
you're really trying to pigeonhole to saying yes here. Okay, say I say yes. What does that look like for me?
Well,
I'm not a very big
you're
guy.
going to be getting up at about 5 a.m. every morning. There's roll call, and then contraband checks. We'll have your prison wallet excavated, and then there's breakfast. Then there's rec time. Then there's workshop.
Honestly,
We'll
though,
assign you
if like a scenario like that actually happened, I feel like you get a lot of respect, Kill. You get a lot of respect. A lot of people be like, that guy's a good dude, man. Then we got Kane back, so he can lose some more UFC fights.
I don't really want respect. I just want my freedom.
Okay, all right. Here's a good.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Here's a better way to put it, Kale. Say a family member of yours. Who am I gonna pick? Say your dad. So Drake's got tax fraud. He's been embezzling. Okay, Drake's been embezzling hard. He's gonna go. He's got to serve the time, but he can't. He can't do it. He won't mentally be able to do it.
Too old.
He's too old. He won't survive the process.
Kill.
You
You
want
want
it- you want
If
it-
that's the case, I guess I have to do it.
I'm really putting a gun to your head here. Your dad will die.
Yeah.
Do you want to go 5 years in jail?
Do I want to? No. But if that was the case.
You might.
What
Probably.
What if it was?
I mean,
one
jail
of your
could be fun,
What
man.
if it was one of your
I mean, jail
sisters?
could be fun. Yeah, you never know. Maybe Canadian jail is just a great old time.
Because the Trailer Park Boys are just playing fucking street hockey.
Street hockey.
That's fucking hilarious.
awesome.
Ricky's trying to go back to prison.
Yeah.
He can finish his playoffs.
His hockey tournament.
Yeah.
All right, Ricky, you're released. Fuck no, it's the end of the tournament Saturday. Ricky, you're only here till Thursday. Fuck.
Gotta get back in jail.
Fuck, that show is so good, man.
The original Trailer Park Boys for like Showcase was like the first couple of
Masterpieces,
seasons.
dude.
Oh yeah, It's still. Oh, I guess that's the story. I got a body shot from Jim Leahy.
Oh yeah, Mr. Leahy.
It's a weird story that I can tell, but it did happen. Drunk as fuck at Fred's, and he needed to
Is
volunteer.
he actually gay or no?
Well, he's dead. So
He's dead.
Well, I was just wondering if Jim Leahy was actually
No,
gay.
he had a daughter, because the redheaded girl's his daughter.
You can be gay and have daughter.
That is true. Yeah.
I think he's just an actor.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Because he wasn't even an alcoholic. He didn't drink.
He didn't drink. Oh no.
Yeah.
What did he do?
just
Body
played the
shot
best.
off. He was just iced tea or something.
It was one of his props, so probably.
Oh yeah. Was that for this part of his show? Was it like a stand-up?
Yeah, well, him and Randy came, and they had like a little set or whatever, and I was front row. And of course, they're serving quads on
really?
special, so I was just getting fucking Coke and rum quads.
Nice.
Like halfway through the show, I'm like 3 in, I'm just
Done,
high-eyed, like an absolute puddle. And he's like, yeah, we need a volunteer, and I was like, oh sure, threw my hand up. He's like, picks me. I'm like, oh, fucking dope. Like, I gotta be part of like the show. He's like, hey, I need you to lay down here. I like lay down. He's like, I'll need you to just take your shirt off too. So I'm like, okay, whatever. And this is like in front of like fucking a full crowd of friends. I'm just like laying down, like just drunk, like don't know what's gonna happen. Next thing you know, he goes in the back. He's got a fucking Pope hat on with a bottle of Weisers, and he pours it on my stomach and fucking does a shot off of it. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And then he just laughed, and then he let me up. He's like, sorry buddy, we just had to. I'm like, oh fuck, whatever. It's part of your show, I guess. And it just went down. But yeah, I met with him after, and he was super nice. Fucking gave me I don't think I have it anymore, but I had a signed picture. It was like assistant trailer park supervisor.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, that's sick. Yeah, I wish you had that here. Fuck, that'd be perfect.
Fuck. Just didn't
No
survive
doubt.
the move. Put Devin Laird versus Levon.
Yeah, no, I got it. It said just June this year.
It doesn't say anything specific. I think it's like June 11th. Either way, it's going to be a banger. Like, this is the biggest arm wrestling match in history. It's June 11th. June 11th. If you haven't been into arm wrestling, or it's not like you don't know if it's like if you don't even think it's a sport, it is a sport. If you watch these guys, you'll figure that out right quick. Like, these guys are absolute monsters, dude. Like, it is incredible. I love watching arm wrestling now. Like, I'm so infatuated by it because, like, it's just cool that the concept of it, and like, I wish that they kind of had like a better weight class system. That way, like, there could be like more hype around it, like more of like a league setup. But right now, it's like basically just super matches. Like, and throughout history, there is weight categories. Don't get me wrong, but like,
There's provincials and nationals.
yeah, but there's no like shine on anybody like there's shine on like the super heavyweight stuff. Like,
Yeah, I
like
guess,
nobody even follows any of those like leagues. Like,
the people in arm wrestling.
yeah,
but
the people in like the deep community, I would say even that community, there's too many different leagues right now for you to like really zone in on a guy that's like this weight class, or there's just not enough shine on him. Like, there's no big stars like there is at the super heavyweight division, which makes sense because these people are like literally, you could put them in a fucking circus and they could make you a shitload of money because they could just arm wrestle the entire frickin' field of people that walk in there and just destroy everybody one by one. And then, so they have like this shine to them. I guess it's really cool. But Devin Lorette, holy crap, he's looking huge. He's just on that Lex Friedman podcast too. Like, he's got a documentary coming out. He is Canadian. He was in the Armed Forces when he first started. He is back when there was a Western League. He was the left-handed and right-handed champion of that of the super heavyweight. That means just like the best, biggest and the best people do it. Like, you can do it at any weight, but like
it's like open weight.
the more successful of them are at like 300, like 265 to like 300. I think or to 400 in this case, because Levon's like. Pretty sure Levon's 400 pounds.
He'd be like in the mid threes.
No, Kale, look it up right now. I'm pretty sure he's almost like 400 pounds.
How much this?
I'm gonna guess like
Levon.
370.
370?
400.
Devin's getting to, I think, because he said he's not quite 300 right
He's
now.
415 pounds.
415 pounds, dude.
400. How do you move?
Dude, you should see him. He's freaking a monster.
That's literally like
like I said, his
3 of me.
his like bicep is a meter round. Like, that is insane.
Yeah, 3 feet.
Like, absolutely insane. This guy's a beast. But people are starting, you can tell that the conversation is shifting in the arm wrestling community to Devin being the perhaps
favorite.
being the winner. Well, Devin is like, it's really just like tactics, like this tactician with all sorts of strategies and arm wrestling experience versus just raw, power, raw human genetics and strength. Like, it's going to be very interesting. I think a lot of people are under the impression, or at least I am, that if Levon isn't truly head and shoulders above everybody else physically, Devin's probably going to win, I think. Because I think that Devin can drain his arms out. Like, if you have a shitload of muscle on your arm and you put all your power into it, your arm's just going to blow up, like, huge. It's just like MMA, just like jiu-jitsu, like when you're trying to make a choke or something like that. Mm-hmm. And you can just die. You can just kill your arms right there, right? Devin, I don't know what it is, but Devin used to do, like, 2,000 push-ups in a day and shit. Like, this guy has, like,
endurance.
Really, really good endurance. And he's bigger than he's ever been, too. So I feel like if he can stop Levon's, like, initial, like,
attack, he can outweigh him.
I think, like, most people think that, too. Like, the way in my head, like, if you're looking for, like, the best match ever, because I believe it's out of 7, it goes 3-4 for Devin Lorette. He loses the first one, loses the second one, maybe loses the third one, and then he wins the rest. That's what I think it'll be. Or it'll be, like, 1, 2. Or, like, it'd be crazy if Devin just stops him, bleeds him out in the first round, and then just absolutely proceeds to dominate him throughout the rest of the match. And I can see that happening just because Devin's one of those people that you don't give time to prepare for matches. He's like one of those people that, like, I will, like, get rid of, like, my social life, all this other stuff, and I'm going to focus in on training every single fucking day, have my own strategy, and, like, he's one of those people you don't want to give time to prepare, because if you give them time, they will make the most of their preparation time. And I'm sure Levon is like that too, but, like, Devin's, like, on a different level, because I think it's because of his military training and just, like, his like, tenacity as a person. And so and he's Canadian. He's my boy. I freaking really hope he pulls through for us. And, like, that'd be sick to have, like, a Canadian guy have the strongest arm in the entire world. Would be pretty wicked. So I'm rooting for him big time. And, yeah, even just to support him right now, like, you can just go to his YouTube channel, subscribe, and he has super good content. And he's right down, like, a lot of people that even watch this, or, like, a lot of our friends, like, he's right down our alley of type of person that you want to, like, even look up to. I just think he's a pretty cool dude, like, super inspiring. One of my role models right now, for sure.
Are you going to take him out on a date?
Yeah, I would, man. It'd be cool to get to know Devin. He's a cool guy. I would try to arm wrestle him, get destroyed, and I just want to put my hand in his massive hand and just be like,
I want to bring the buddy I work with that got 3rd in provincials for Alberta here. He's
Yeah.
like an old 50-year-old, and he would fuck both of us up.
Well, that's what's cool too. Is, like, you got there's so much to it. There's so much more to it, and,
He's going to nationals, and he's starting to train.
exactly. There's, like, actually, I have a couple buddies here that also do arm wrestling, and they got a pretty good league here, and that's really cool. And I really wish that there was more hype around arm wrestling. I do think people like Devin are bringing it to the forefront of, like, sports now, and I think, like, I even heard that it might be brought to the Olympics, which I think is really good. I think the only issue there is that, like, in the arm wrestling community, steroids aren't really frowned upon. You know what I mean? Like, I'm almost certain Levon is juicing, like, a fuckload to get, like, that because you look at him when he was a younger guy, and he was, like, he's big, but he was nowhere near as big as he is now. Like, it looks like impossible for anybody to, like, grow bones like that after they're already, like, fully developed. As, like he was, like, 24 way back or whatever, and he's big and he's bulky, but, like, now he looks like a freaking, you know, like, Neanderthal, like, fucking, he's so massive, like, and so you're like, that just can't happen. It doesn't just occur from nothing, right? And I wonder if Devin is now, because he's getting big as fuck, but I almost doubt it, because he's never done it in his career, really. He never really looked like it, and all of his, like, the weight that he puts on looks like it could be done if you, like, focused up and, like, and he's not like he's, like, shredded to the max or anything like that. So I could just see it, but it's an interesting thing. But even if the thing is, nobody gives a shit in the arm wrestling community. Devin doesn't give a shit. If Devin wanted to use steroids, he could use them. Nobody's gonna care. Like everybody, it's like a free for all, right? They don't it's not like UFC or like the Olympics where they're like, hey, you got a picogram and fucking.
It's arm wrestling.
It's all about who's the strongest, which is really, it's kind of fun. It makes it fun, right? Like people expect Levon to like rip Devin's arm off and shit. Like that's pretty cool.
Kale, would you do steroids to be the best arm wrestler in the world?
Already on that track, boys.
Arm wrestler.
Except it's not for arm wrestling.
Yeah, that's exactly. No doubt.
I watched that Family Guy episode the other day with the Star Wars one. It's when Chris gets his fucking hand cut off by Darth Vader, and he's in like the thing, and
She puts his
puts the metal, like the robotic hand on. He's like, wow, this is incredible. It's just like the real thing. Doctor looks at him. Yeah, just like the real thing, but practice with a hot dog first, or else you rip your dick off.
I heard that, was it the Family Guy, the writers, like I heard that like everybody had to like bring up jokes around their table, and then if you had like three jokes that made
like head shaved or
if
stuff
you
like that.
had made three jokes that weren't funny, that they'd just like shave your head or something.
Kale be fucking dead.
Yeah, Kale just be bald the rest of his life. Just be the thing.
What's going that way, boys? You know who I learned that just a buddy of ours went to Turkey, Dusty, and got his hair done?
Yeah, didn't work.
No, I didn't even realize he did it, but he has good hair now.
Who is it?
No, Aaron Green? Somebody told me that.
Oh, really?
He did that.
Well, it's very popular. That's the place to do it, I guess. Like, 100%. It's like a vacay.
You want to go with me?
You guys are fucking fine with your hair.
I'm not going. I'm not doing it. I'm fucking fine.
You said you wanted to come.
I said I might do it. It's expensive. It's actually not that expensive for Turkey, but that'd be an interesting.
Why you
endeavor.
backtracking, bro? Bro?
I would
Kale
do it. It's
wants
just
someone
like
to be shaved.
right now. I'm fine. I'm not too worried about
Dusty doesn't need to. I don't think you need to either,
it.
Kale.
Oh, Kale needs to.
Oh, don't say that. Kale, give the camera an honest look at it.
Oh.
In the comment section, do we pay for Kale's hair surgery?
I need my hair, man. I need my hair.
Kale, I think you have a fine head of hair.
I think a lot of it too is like just after you do it, you have to take a lot of good care of your.
Plus, Kale, if I was you, you would look good with you know what your dad looks like. Like you wouldn't look like it. I think you have a good head of hair. But if you wanted to just shave it, you would look I think you would look better shaved than if you had like like scarring from a surgery, get older, lose your hair, and then have a scar with a bald head.
It's not how it works anymore. That's not how those surgeries work. You're not gonna have that's how they used to do it, which you're kind of right, is they used to take like a big patch out of your head, and that's like, I think it was like, Joe Rogan had it done, and they literally just take a strip of skin, and then they put it in a different spot.
Now they like poke them into the
literally just take these the roots of your hairs, and then make some holes in your head and put those roots back in the front, and it's actually it's relatively scarless if they're good enough, and places in Turkey, that's all they do, so they'll be good enough for that, for sure.
Kale, what's the
I
likelihood
have been
you
bald
do
that
this?
not long ago.
What's that?
Not bald. A buzz cut doesn't count, dude.
No, it's like a real buzz cut.
No, like I'm talking like a shave.
Yeah, like a shave.
Like
You gotta
like
take
a
your
razor
shaver out.
shave,
Yeah, you gotta razor shave it after, so it's got the shine to it. Slop some of that shiny
Yeah, I've never done that, but
rub on
I'm
it.
looking for this pic. Yeah, I have a pic which is basically bald. Here, I'll toss it to you guys. Tell me what you think.
Hairline?
No, you can just show us it. You just post it on the.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
see, he
that's
looks fucking good there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you look fine. You look mean, lean, killing machine.
You look like older too.
That is a bald head.
You'll have to send that to Pete.
Yeah, he
Put it
can-
up. Does
he can
Kale
sh- he
look
can show the
better
people.
this way or that way?
I think people. It just depends on the person. Like it depends on like what your girl likes. I guess that's what I would say. I don't really give a shit about
big
my
one.
hair.
Okay. Well, we need to talk about because we didn't have you MMA in the and I got to go here in like 10 minutes.
Yeah, let's do the title. Oh, we're leaving. We're gonna we just talk about our trip.
Oh, there we go. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're gonna bring up
What
this
trip?
MMA stuff. So
What
me
trip?
and Dusty are going to UFC 276 in Vegas on July 2nd.
What a card. Sean O'Malley's on there.
Izzy, Jared Cannonier, Sean
Oh, and he's
Strickland versus Alex Pereira, who's the guy that knocked out Izzy twice. Sugar Sean, Pedro Munoz. There's a couple more. It's not like the best card of all time. But
It's a good card.
It's a good card. It's in Vegas. It's
a hype.
National Fight Week. We're going to be there a couple days early. Going to stay for
get some
Independence
footage for you
Day.
guys and try to get that.
We'll try the vlogging lifestyle out, I guess.
Yeah, I think that'll be good because you never know what you're going to catch on camera. And it'll be fun, right? Well, it'll be it is International Fight Week, so I'm sure there'll be like a lot of people we can talk to. My biggest concern is like getting in there with a camera. I don't know what the rules are for that shit.
If worst things comes to worst, we'll just use our phone, and I can put the footage up with the phone. The audio might not be the greatest, but you'll get to see some stuff. And I'm sure for like a lot of you're not going to be allowed to bring a camera into the fights. Like, we can bring our phones in and take those kind of videos, but, like, for International Fight Week and, like, going around the UFC, we can have cameras on us. And
yeah, exactly. So it'll be a lot of fun, and so I'm excited. I'm so excited. Yeah, so excited. Well, speaking of that card, let's just do the title fight. Izzy versus Cannonier.
We got to talk about this because we didn't have it in the last two podcasts. Charles Oliveira, really quick, fucking called it. He smashed Gaethje.
Submission, first round. I called it.
But yeah,
exactly.
no, fucking Charles Oliveira is the truth. He is. Or wait, no, we talked about. Actually, I have it in the podcast. Scrap all this.
Okay.
Well,
let's just talk Izzy. Let's just talk the Izzy Cannonier match.
I don't even give a fuck about Izzy Cannonier.
Really?
Not Izzy's gonna wreck him.
There's a huge storyline there though because Izzy hasn't been finishing his fights. He's been in his last 3 fights. They've been kind of. Or wait. Well, I guess who did he fight? After
it's been Paulo, Marvin, and
you're missing one though. I think after Paulo Costa, he fought what's that big roid monkey? He
fought Yoel before.
Yoel, I thought.
Didn't he before Paulo?
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Either way, what about on Tapology, Kale? Can you look up Tapology?
No, I know I'm right.
Izzy Adesanya?
His last, we beat Robert Whittaker, right?
Yeah, okay. Whittaker, Vettori, Paulo Costa. That should be the last three.
Was Whittaker a knockout? No. Decision?
Decision. Marvin
it was a close fight. That was a close fight.
He decision, Vettori. He decision, and he lost to Blankwitz. He knocked out Paul Costa. Decision against Yoel Romero. Then he knocked out Robert Whittaker last time.
Yeah. Well, he needs I just think right now his flame is kind of.
Cannonier can bang, but he's not this. He's just not elite. He's not the elite Izzy. Like Izzy he knows the formula to beat him. It's not. I don't think it's going to be overly entertaining unless Izzy just puts on a show. Like the thing about the Paulo Costa fight is I was not expecting that Izzy, and he just turned it on, and that was coming off off of the Yoel fight, which was slow, but for good reason. Yoel's
Yeah.
But anyway,
what do you want to talk about then?
I want to talk about the fucking Max Holloway, Alex Volkanovski, number 3.
Yeah, they're on that card.
Yeah, it's a co-main event.
Oh.
Yeah, we get to see Max and Alex fucking banging for the 3rd time.
Alex
is going to beat him too.
He just looked so good that last fight. But Holloway's never looked better either. Well, actually, that he was getting clipped in that fight, but he just can't get knocked out. I think that we'll just shut it off there because we got that's a lot. We only need like I said, I want to make these episodes shorter and more specific, anyways.
Yep.
Like I said, we're gonna start introducing some segmented material a little bit more. I think just having like who's gonna take it, and then we'll do some more segmented stuff just to keep it on track a little bit more. And then
that is
free time, and that's kind of the next step now that we have gotten pretty much everything we need. Maybe just one more camera and. I feel like we'll be ready to roll big time, and we got our logo in. You probably saw that earlier. Excited about that, and excited about things to come in the future. We're just getting started. So,
thanks again for stopping by, you guys. Appreciate you if you watched all the way to the end. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a wonderful day. Kale, send him off.
Yeah, Kale, send him off.
Why do I have to do the send off?
Oh, you already failed. Fuck,
Kale, do send off.
Send off, Kale.
What?
Kale, send it off.
Kale,
do
just
something.
press a button.
Do more.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.
Yeah. Killer Kale.
Let me give you another chance.
They cannot stop us, they cannot rock us, they cannot get in our way. They wanna block us, they wanna mark us, they gon' regret it all day. Hey, when we call it